Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode where we are introducing one more company that is bound for an IPO. Airfloa Rail Technology Limited is with us today, and we have the joint MD, Mr. Dakshinamurthy sir, with us. Sir, thank you for participating at Sovereign, first of all, and we'll have more insights about the company. And first of all, thank you. If you could introduce yourself first a little bit, and then we'll follow up with certain Q&A.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for having me here at Sovereign. I'm Manikandan Dakshinamurthy, Joint Managing Director of Airfloa Rail Technology Limited. Uh, this company was incepted in the year 1998. It's a 27-year-old company as Airfloa. We have majorly two verticals. Uh, One is railways and the other one is defense, with almost 250 to 300 people working for us, with two major facilities and three small facilities, with a turnover of 192 crores for the financial year 24-25.
Sir, can you explain what does Airflow Rail do in a very simpler manner as a company?
Okay. Airflow is having two divisions when it comes to manufacturing. One is the exterior division, where we make a car body or a shell, a rail coach shell, basically. And we also have the interiors division, where we make interior components like the interior panels made of metallics and non-metallics. When it comes to metallic, it's an aluminium interiors, and when it comes to non-metallic, it is FRP or GRP interiors. We make seats, we make doors, we make windows, we make floor systems, we make toilets, we make the ducts, we make the luggage racks. Um, what else? It's everything inside the coach. Whatever you
Mm.
see enter into the coach. These are all the major focus areas. Apart from this, we also make certain components with this, which is below the underframe, basically, which is basically fabricated components.
Basically, we integrate with ICF. We are one of the vendors to ICF for all this work.
Yeah, we are one of the vendors for ICF, MCF, RCF, Alstom, Siemens,
Oh,
BEML, Rotem, and then Meda. So
okay,
these are all our major customers who are ruling the entire market.
got it. Sir, can you just walk us through the journey where Airflow became from a supplying the coach components to becoming, a turnkey solutions provider? Like, how did this journey evolve?
Well, as I said, like this was incepted in the year 1998, predominantly to concentrate HVAC industry. We got a positive breakthrough from the railway industries in early 2000, 2001 to start a very small product uh, for air conditioned coaches called air diffuser. And then on, we got a good support from the officers of Integral Coach Factory to develop various such components made up of aluminium and stainless steel. Um, those time it was predominantly a mild steel coach. So we have used this opportunity to introduce a lot of aluminum components and stainless steel components. Then we started working for Jan Shadapti coaches, which was basically uh, the latest technology, but at that particular time, basically, like Vande Bharat, what we are talking about. So that has given us a lot of free hand to develop various new products. And we were steady and organic till 2005. We did Hyderabad EMU coaches, and then in 2006 we got a major breakthrough from a project called Mumbai Railway Vikas Corporation through ICF. That is, we call it as MRVC. And this particular project lasted for 4 years till 2009. This is the project where we have introduced a lot of new components, new products basically, which is made up of stainless steel and aluminium. And we did a lot of engineering. We did designs and things like that for from Airfloa, and then that was accepted by ICF wholeheartedly. So and then we started our own engineering division in 2008, and then in 2010 we did the first turnkey interiors for Kolkata Metro within 6 months of time. That was a remarkable achievement which we have made, and I would say like we are the first company to do the interior furnishing as a turnkey contract in 2010. So in 2014 we set up our car body unit, predominantly to concentrate on making the rail coaches, entire coach. And from 2014 to 2019-20, we were developing a lot of new components, new technology product in terms of design, in terms of aesthetics and things like that. And in 2017, we got the first export turnkey contract through Sri Lanka project, ordered by RITES. And then 2018, we supplied a lot of key components to Vande Bharat coaches. And then 2020, we got another contract from Sri Lanka. That is for the mainline trains. And then 2021 we got another fantastic contract from Mozambique for making 60 coaches, 6 variant within the short period of time during the hectic period of COVID. And during 2020 again we concentrated, we started developing products for aerospace and defense. And now we have 3 major segments, 3 major programs with us. One is the ground simulators, second one is the track based missile launching system, and third one is the hull manufacturing of artillery tanks. And going forward, we are concentrating on a technology product in railways and defense. More than a coach integrator, we are now becoming a technology solution provider.
Basically, catering to three sectors, that is railways, aerospace, and defense, and domestic as well as export, starting Sri Lanka and the African countries like Mozambique also you'll have started. So
Yeah.
basically, three segments. Railways was the dominating sector until 2 years back, like till 2023, 2024. And
Yeah.
now aerospace and defense also has a significant chunk of your top line. So this is to summarize in a very simpler format for people listening to it. This is what Airflow is currently doing. We'll get into more in the products, what products every sector is doing, every sector, railways, aerospace, and defense. But sir, what sets your manufacturing process apart from the other competitors, or what is the exact moat of Airflow that keeps us apart, or that is the USP of the company?
Well, we are a bit different from that of our competitors. One is that we are concentrating on turnkey contracts majorly, apart from the discrete component supplies, basically. So when you talk about railways, we supply components, and there is a competition, there is a tenders for each and every components, basically. So how we are different from others is basically we are predominantly concentrating on a turnkey contract where we'll be uniting major components, or we can say that as a composite contract basically. So we integrate major components together, and then we supply it as a kit basically. So when we talk about these particular areas, you need to have a lot of credentials basically, eligibility criteria, where you would have made some entire interiors together, because integrating the discrete product is a skill basically. So that is not you
Basically,
know.
the integration of interiors is not many players are not doing it, and we are one of the players that is doing it very efficiently, and that is why we've got the project still now. Is that understanding right, sir?
Yes, and when you talk about the competition, it is a niche area where only very
Hmm.
few companies are there in the sector.
Got it. And with major projects like Vande Bharat and RRTS underways, like how do you prepare for scaling these operations quickly from here as well?
Well, when we start discussing about the project right from the beginning with our customers, we keep our engineering team intact, and then they start doing their integration work even before we getting a contract, basically. Because when they talk about the requirement, we understand what the customers requires, and then we start doing our assignments by doing a lot of engineering, and where to involve which product, and uh, uh, selection of the partners globally. All these activities will happen just before the tender itself, so that the advantage what we are having is that we have a in-house engineering division, where it envisage what the customer wanted, and then we exhibit this a presentation to the customer well in advance. So we always have an edge of getting closer to the customers, and then understanding their needs.
And so, how do you collaborate with Indian Railways and all the other global clients, like for their future requirements as well? Like, how do you know which project is coming or whether it is biddable for us as a companies? Like, what is our association with those, like these Indian government, Indian Railways, as well as the global companies?
Since we are there in the business for last 27 years, and it's our bread and butter, we keep concentrating on the news which has been sanctioned by the parliament, or in other areas. When it is a private areas, then we always have a close interaction with the customers, and we follow them very closely. So we know what are the project they are bidding, and what is their position, financial position, technical position in the tender. And then we keep discussing with them, we negotiate with them pre-tender, post-tender. So we always, since this particular market is a very niche market, we understand each and every move of the market basically, and then based on that we start working with the customer.
Got it. And although railways, we have made a mark since we have there since 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
But aerospace and defense is one very exciting segment that we have entered. So, like,
Yeah.
why did you choose aerospace and defense as like growth areas, and how different it is from the railway segment?
Well, defense was always my passion right from the beginning. In fact, 2001, 2002, we were very aggressive, concentrating on defense market. But because of the traction what we were having with railways, we were not being able to penetrate into the market in a bigger scale. Uh,
Hmm.
this was always our passion, and then our ambition.
Hmm.
When we were doing very well with railways during 2019, we thought, okay, this is a time where we need to expand our wings towards the defense market. So unfortunately, COVID hit in 2020. Then we were not having a great traction, but with the good support of our directors, who were ex-directors of CVRDE and other defense labs, we could able to crack the barrier, break the barrier, and then got the developmental order in ADA, and HAL. Now, since we entered into that particular mission during COVID, we were having a comfortable time to work with defense, because we were not having a great traction during that COVID year from railways, basically. So I would say that we took that as an opportunity to work closely with defense, and then bagged three major contract from defense and aerospace, which is now giving us a very big breakthrough for the future order.
Because I can surely see, because I'm seeing your numbers based on the DRHP from 0%, 0.44% contribution of aerospace and defense in FY23 to 35.46% in FY25
Yeah.
to our top line. So that's a significant jump. So I think the way the growth is, I think this could be the way forward, because aerospace and defense is one sector where the government is also pushing a lot. So I think we are also going towards that, aerospace and defense market. So
Yeah.
I can understand. And can you share how the certifications like that AS 9100D have opened doors for more advanced projects? And if you could explain it in a simpler manner, what is this certification?
Okay. We are a company who are having IRIS certification for rail coach manufacturing, and AS certification for aerospace and defense, basically.
Okay.
IRIS is a special certification, a global certification. Any company who is interested to supply to the global vendors, basically. So very few companies in the country are holding this IRIS certification. And as far as AS is concerned, aerospace certification. And without this certification, you cannot be a regular vendor of aerospace. So this is both the certifications requires a lot of total quality management system in place, basically, and there will be a big due diligence, basically. So we have to comply all the due diligence in terms of quality, in terms of management, in terms of purchase, in terms of designs and engineering, in terms of project management. So we have to qualify ourselves to cater to the requirements of the certifying bodies. So until unless we qualify that, will not be providing a certificate.
Sir, you could explain very in a simpler manner exactly what we do in the aerospace and defense segments, as in any niche segment we cater to, or what is it exactly, or what are the products that we make?
Okay. Today we are into three programs as far as the aerospace is concerned, and we are developing another three programs. So
Okay.
the programs what we are already there is in the area of a ground simulator. Second one is missile sector. We are in the missile sector. We are making the track based missile launching systems, and then we are also in the program of making the artillery tanks, basically.
Okay.
These are all the areas which we are now focusing on, and we are now developing a tether drone, a loitering ammunition drone, and then the anti-drone systems for the defense. So we are in the phase of development right now. So our focus is to concentrate on electronic warfare systems, and then concentrating on simulator projects for the major fighter jet aircrafts like AMCA, LCA Tejas, etc.
Got it. And we've just entered, so I think that we've crossed that barrier at least of entering those segments. So there could be good, exciting orders or good, exciting projects that we could get in the future as well.
Yes, the growth in the defense area is mostly inorganic growth. So once we establish into the system, like the growth will be tremendous. So we are trying to balance the railways and the defense together, basically. As you know, like these are the two highly budgeted areas in the country.
Hmm.
So we want to place ourselves very safe, concentrating on these two areas and balancing the revenues, basically.
Talking about revenues, talking about certain financial numbers from FY23 from 95 crores in FY24 to 122 crores, and FY25 we've done 192 crores top line. And
Yeah.
PAT, as far as PAT numbers are concerned, we have increased from 3% to around about 13% PAT. Like 25 crores we clocked in FY25.
Yeah.
Where do you see, and we have a massive order book of around 370, 380 crores as well. So, if you could explain the executional timelines first, and then where do you see the margins going from here as well, as in not in terms of numbers, but do we able to sustain it, or is there any growth prospects over there as well?
Well, so when you talk about the margins, as you said, like the PAT in the last 3 years, when we were re-entering into the Vande Bharat platform. So 23, we were having an order, but we were not able to execute the orders fully because of there's a lot of developmental activities going on for almost 6-7 months to establish our prototypes, basically. So 23-24 was a good traction when comparing to 2023, and then 24-25 was a very good traction again. Now we are envisaging 350 crores this year, with an increase of around 60 to 65%. Majorly when it comes to the EBITDA margin, basically. So we are right now coach integrator, and now we are upgrading ourselves as a technology product supplier, basically. So when it comes to the technology product, of course it requires a lot of engineering and then technology involved into it, but it is a better margin business. So we are majorly concentrating on a better margin business, and also parallelly we are entering into the a better margin business of aerospace. So when comparing to the previous years, we are very strong, and we feel confidence that the margins are a bit higher than what we are having right now. So that's the reason why we are trying to balance both railways and defense together. So
Fair
by,
enough.
by increasing the technology product and by increasing the aerospace and defense product, the EBITDA margin would be better than what we are today.
Because margins are higher in the aerospace and the defense segments for sure in comparison to railways.
Yeah.
Got it. And talking about the most important, point of this particular interaction, you are rolling out with an IPO. If you could give some information about how much funds you are raising and what are the proceeds, the use of those proceeds, so that people could understand where the growth will come from as well.
Yeah. So we are planning to raise 92 crores through this IPO process. Majorly around 55 to 60% are going to be used in working capital, because we have good order books with us, and then around 15% towards the capex. Then some 5% towards the existing, satisfying the existing loans, and around another 4 to 5% for IPO expenses, and the rest is for the general corporate spending.
Got it. So we've spoken a lot about the growth and opportunities. I understand that all three sectors are very exciting, but where do the challenges come from, or what type of risks we face? As in, suppose in terms of finance, is there a working capital problem? Because suppose we deal with the government contract, so is that a problem, or the working capital cycle is also a little bit bigger in these kind of projects? So is there any other risk apart from the working capital, that squeeze is there?
Yeah, as you said, like once it becomes a turnkey, it's a time-consuming a project, basically. So the cycle time would be bigger when comparing to the regular component supplies, which can happen in every 30 days or even 20 days. But if we see the growth of the company, then we have to sustain this particular process. So it's a high working capital intense project. But because of our strategic planning, and then our strategy in reducing the overheads and things like that, we are now managing it in a very appropriate way, basically. Uh, then secondly, if you are having a finance or a working capital well in advance, based on the production plan, then I think we can mitigate this. So this is one area. And secondly, we have BGs and PPGs involved into this particular project, basically bank guarantees and performance bank guarantee, which may get locked till the project is completed. So that is another area for which we seek the support of the bankers, which they are now helping out. So that particular problem can be sorted out. The third one major thing is the increase in or the volatility in the market, basically in terms of raw material price, basically. Of course, this has been taken care in the contract, but if there is an exorbitant market price, increase in the market price, then I think it's very difficult for us to accommodate within the short period of time. So we have to take that hit, if not on a long term, at least for a short term. So these are all the risks. Apart from this, there's always a risk of force measures, which nobody can have a control on it. So other than that, I don't think we are having a big risk onto it.
I think you've explained the business very well. One last question from my side is that where do you see airflow in the next 5 to 7 years in India as well as globally?
Yeah, the vision is so clear that we want to uh, raise to a level of global technology companies, and then compete global companies who is ruling the railway market, especially in India and Europe, and to become at least one among the three leading railway companies in the country in the next 5 years. And as far as the defense is concerned, like we have got a very long way to go as far as the defense is concerned. So we want to be a, a supplier to the global market in terms of electronic warfare.
Got it. Got it. So very well explained, and we are looking forward to this particular company. So all the best, and yes, we look forward to Airflow.
Thank you so much once again for having me here. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.